So when I was growing up, I always asked my parents the question, why? I'm always like, why is the sky blue? Why this? Why that? And my parents would get annoyed with the fact that I constantly asked the question, why? But when you go through life and you start doing things, you need to know why you're doing it. Because if you don't, then you're really not going to grasp fully on how to do it. So when it comes to burning fat, a lot of people don't know where fat goes. Uh, fat is a matter. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. And we all learned this in science class as we grew up. So if matter cannot be created nor destroyed, so where does it go? You know, you eat this food and, everyone defecates except for Kim Jong-un.
I heard he doesn't pee or poo.
He works so hard, he burns the energy from inside.
You tell me my man doesn't have to take a poo. Does he have a butthole?
He does not have a butthole. He has no need for one.
So is it in our poop? Do we sweat it out? Do we pee it out? Where does it go if it just, doesn't go anywhere? So whenever you eat food and you have an access, and it all depends on your DNA makeup. So, you can't control what part of the body you burn the fat. Everyone's like, oh, I just want to remove the fat from my stomach. I want to remove the fat from my neck. I want to remove the fat from my arms or my legs. You don't get to decide that. Only the Lord did. He put it in your DNA, and your body will burn the fat the way it wants to.
I don't believe you.
That's the unfortunate thing, but if we know how to burn the fat, then we can, get rid of that fat. Just unfortunately, you can't target it. If I do a bunch of sit-ups, it doesn't mean the fat's going to leave my stomach. But if I burn the fat, it will leave my stomach. So the way to burn fat is to breathe.
So I'll just breathe?
You could sit there on the couch and you could breathe a lot and you'll burn fat, but you'll overload your body with oxygen. So you have to use that oxygen to be able to get rid of that fat. And what fat, once it burns, what it is, it's CO2. It's what you breathe out.
Hospital soon, just keep breathing.
Every single time you exhale, fat is burned. So your body takes the food and you breathe in oxygen, and the body takes that nutrients and that oxygen and makes a chemical reaction within your body, within the cells. And it gives you that electrical load that keeps your mind going, keeps your heart going, keeps the body moving. So the key is to be able to breathe a lot. And you'll notice that runners, they are skinny as a damn fucking rod. These guys, they burn so much fat because they breathe so much. They're constantly throwing out that CO2 in the environment. They're constantly burning. So you kind of have to balance, depending on what activities you want to do to burn the fat. You got to be careful. You have to strategize on how you're going to burn that fat. If you just go running, if you deplete your fat storage too fast, your body might overreact and try to hold on to it. So the key is to keep it off the body. So if you need to hurry up and get the fat off, running is going to be a fast way to do it. But if you want to keep the body fat off, you have to build up a bigger engine. You have to build up the muscles. You have to have it's like having a 4-cylinder versus a V8.
The original V8 or a crate motor?
At idle, sitting in your car, you're going to be burning way more fuel in a V8 versus, a Honda Civic. So I like to compare a car or a human body to a car. You combine oxygen and fuel, And that combustion inside the engine is what gets that car alive. And then the byproduct is the carbon monoxide that comes out. So, you know, your fuel economy is based on the engine build. You have a smaller engine, you know, you're not going to burn as much fuel.
I could have had a V8.
So, you know, bodybuilding, you're going to be burning more fat at a standstill state. Just, you know, some people sitting on the couch eating potato chips, a big giant bodybuilder eating potato chips will burn more fat than the person on the treadmill that's skinny as a rod.
Whoa, dude, just take it easy. Just breathe, dude, just breathe.
Depending on how much he puts in work, you know, I mean, if you run a lot, then you're probably going to burn more fat, but some people don't put in the effort at the gym, so, and they don't see the results, and they lose track. They don't know why they're doing certain things, and because they don't know why, they give up. You know, they're like, oh, I didn't hit my goals, you know, I'm not seeing progress. It's because you don't know why you're doing certain things. You know, you could go in there and start picking up weights and putting them back down and start running on a treadmill, and you're not getting the results because you're not doing it right, and it's because you don't understand. So a great way of lifting. A great way of lifting. A great way to keep fat off the body is by bodybuilding, to build muscles, to lift heavy weights. And there's great strategies on how to build muscle. You have to do it a certain way. So if you want to keep the fat off the body, using, you know, building up muscle to maintain for longevity. And if you're in a rush and you need to get the weight off fast, running is going to be the best way. The constant breathing, and you're using the whole body whenever you're running. You're using your arms, you're using your legs, you're using your back, your abs, every single muscle. So your whole body is just firing with electrical load. And so you have to use a lot of oxygen to maintain that activity. And so you're going to be breathing a lot. And you're going to be breathing out a lot of CO2, which equates to burning fat. Now, you also lose fat by, you know, water weight. There's water weight that you lose, but majority of it is all CO2. Now, you also have to watch your diet. You have to watch what you eat. You know, sometimes fat can be a hard burn or an easy burn. That will be on your choice of what you eat, on whether that fat's going to leave that body easier, how your body processes it.
Wow, V8 juice isn't 1/8 gasoline.
And if you like these tips, you know, I'm going to make other videos of just certain things that I have learned over the years. You know, definitely subscribe and like and share this video. You know, I'll try to make some more vlogs where I can give you some tips, give you some advice for your arsenal. This way you're better equipped with on why you're doing certain things. You know, I think that's going to be my biggest point in these vlogs, is letting you know why you're doing these activities. That way you can achieve your goals.
Juicy.